Moms. So guess what? I failed. Yeah, I failed at school. School, that's Skool. And let me tell you about it. So last year in October, I was super inspired by some very inspiring people. Okay. I love listening to these people to this day. Okay. I was super inspired. I wanted to start up a group, a community for moms like me so that I could go through my life journey with these other women and I could be supportive to them and I could basically fill a need that I myself have. So I am a single mother. I have a full-time corporate job, and I have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of responsibilities. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm comfortable saying online and what I'm not, but just know that, there's a lot on my plate. And I know that I am not the only person like this. And on top of there being a lot on my plate, I also deeply, deeply care about doing well at everything that is on my plate. Okay. I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I also have some mental illnesses, to include anxiety. And so I put a lot of pressure on myself. And I know that I'm not alone. And sometimes I just want to go to a place, a little corner on the internet where other people are telling me that I'm good enough instead of tearing me down. And other people are saying, here's some stuff that inspires me instead of, well, moms these days, they don't this and they're not this and they can't this and, like we know, okay? There's plenty of negativity out on the internet. If you have access to the internet, you are probably going to be exposed to it immediately. So let's talk about my failure. So I decided that I want to start this group. I had all this passion, but then I went down a rabbit hole, as you do. Okay, this is my experience in entrepreneurship in general. I become obsessed with a thing. I want to learn everything there is about that thing. And there are millions of people all around me who are ready to sell me exactly what I need, okay, in order to succeed at this thing. So I wasted some money trying to get some coaching here and some advice there and some mentorship here and some this there. And ultimately, I became so overwhelmed and I was so terrified to do a bad job that I just gave up. I kept trying and then I would be like, that's not really good enough. And then I would be like, okay, well, let me just post like Thankful Thursdays. Every single Thursday, let's talk about what I'm thankful about. And so I did that. And then like I missed one and I had to post it on a Friday. And I was like, God, I'm such a failure. And then after that, I just got overwhelmed. And I was like, this sucks. Like I'm not doing anything for anybody. Okay, so I allowed myself to get bogged down in all of my own negativity. But one thing that I have noticed whenever I've been doing like research or even when I'm just leisurely looking for information on the internet, there are a lot of people out there who I look at and I'm like, that was really good. Let me go see what other work they've done. And they gave up. And so there's nothing else that charming person on the internet who inspired me has that I can watch. And that makes me sad. And I think to myself, God, I wish she wouldn't have given up. I wish she would have just kept pushing. Okay? We all see the irony. Yeah. So what I have decided to do now is I want to relaunch this with as little pressure on myself as possible. I have a course that I would like to release about planning your dream life for moms. And essentially, I just want to share everything that I have done that has ever gotten me from way down in a hole to way up high on a mountaintop. I just want to share with moms the things that I've done that have helped me to achieve my goals and to reach my dreams in life. And also, I want to get paid for that eventually. But really, at the heart of it is I know how much I struggle. I know what my pain points are. And so I want to offer a community to moms that will be what I need whenever I'm down in the dumps or when I'm overwhelmed by parenting and working a full-time job. So that is the goal. Now, I know I said, so what I've done is, and I didn't really say what I've done. So, what I have done to combat my own anxiety is I have planned out some content that I intend to share throughout the rest of the year. Now, I am going to post on a weekly basis. You have my promise that from October 2025 all the way through the end of December 2025, I already have some content prepared to release to you on a weekly basis. So I'm very excited to do this, and I'm going to just remain consistent. I'm going to keep a promise to myself that I will remain consistent because I already have the information. And just as a tip, if anyone else is dealing with a project where you feel like you constantly give up, make it as easy on yourself as possible, because that's what I've done. I've gone ahead and I have enough content that I don't have any excuses anymore. All I have to do really is just copy and paste content over. Yes, I do still need to, make some videos and things like that. I would love to create some resources for you moms along the way as well. I do already have one that I'll probably reformat called the Overwhelm Cheat Sheet, and I have an accompanying video that goes along with it as well. It's all like, it's kind of rough, okay? Disclaimer, because I just did it. I'm not a professional at this by any means, but I think that I do have value to give, and I think that it would be an absolute shame if I gave up just because of a silly lack of self-confidence. That's crazy. So I believe that the value that is coming is going to be 100% worth your time and worth my time to put out there. And I just want an inclusive, an open-minded, a diverse, a beautiful community where moms can say, I'm feeling like total yuck today. Let me go to the well-planned working mom group on Skool and get encouraged for free. Okay, so free in terms of the membership and getting on there, getting onto the Skool platform, again, Skool, if you're not watching it already from Skool. Getting onto the Well Planned Working Moms group is going to be free, and then I will have some paid resources as well, because eventually this is how I would like to make my living. I think I would love to contribute to the world in a positive way and allow the world to contribute positively back to me. So anyhow, that's a little bit more deep and personal than I maybe necessarily need to be sharing here, but just so that you know where I'm coming from and what you can expect from me, I'm putting out some positive content, and I'm excited to do it. So I hope you'll join me on my journey. If everything goes well in this fourth quarter of 2025, then I fully intend to ramp this up and just keep going into 2026. And I think it's about time for my inner child, who is an absolute diva and an absolute caring, compassionate, loving, creative spark of joy. I think it is time for her to excel by sharing all of her good thoughts and her positive energy to the world and to other moms. And that is what I fully intend to do. So I think that's all for now. Have an incredible, magical day.